Yeah, welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Reviews and reactions. Let's go. It's the Brown Boy Wonder. Hold it down, representing for the culture. Every episode brings you closer into the mind and the heart of a hustler, where the truth and the groove collide. Stay tuned in, come enjoy the ride. Keep it authentic like that, never hold back. It's the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. The Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. Subscribe, share, and stay tuned in. The vibe's always on.
Welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder Podcast, guys. It is time for WWE Elimination Chamber predictions of 2025. Before we get into those predictions, let me introduce my guest here. Of course, he's been here. He is Jake Prince. Jake, how you doing today, man?
Good, you?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great.
Thanks for having me on.
Sure. And my next guest, he's been here. Was interviewing him just like Jake. It is Sach. Sach, how you doing today?
Hey, what's going on, man? I'm doing good.
Great.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate you.
No problem, man. And of course, my last guest, he's a newbie on this pod. It is Khabii. Khabii, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
For sure, man. Well, guys, let's get rolling with these predictions here for Elimination Chamber. Let's start off with the unsanctioned match between the best friends or foes, Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. Who do we have here? Anybody?
Jake, go ahead, man. You're the Arab here.
K to the O. Kevin Owens. Hands down.
What's the reason?
Good choice.
Well, I will say because I think Papa H wants to take Kevin Owens' heel persona in a much stronger direction than, let's say, Mr. Vince McMahon did, and just try to make things much more better. So, hey, praise to Papa H for making WWE watchable and, the place for guys like me and Sach, for us to want to go to, He made WWE the place for guys like me and Sach to want to go to. Hands down.
It's time to play the game, man. Me and Jake are so excited to work with H in the future. We are so excited to meet him. And if you ever come across this podcast, H, I don't know if I should call.
Well,
never say never in this business, I tell you.
I'm also picking. Well, first, what about you, Khabii? What are you thinking here?
Honestly, I think it could go both ways, but I'm leaning more towards Kevin Owens, even though it would be nice to see Sami get a win, but I think KO's gonna get this W.
Yeah, I guess we're all agreeing with Kevin Owens here. I think it's because
Actually, no. I gotta pick Sami. Okay.
Sami, okay.
Take that back. I want to be the wild card here. I'm actually going with Sami Zayn.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be different or nothing, but I'm gonna explain why, guys. So
okay, go ahead.
So Sami Zayn has had this arc in the last year when he beat Gunther for the Intercontinental title. Then he had a couple of on and off phases, right, with his momentum, Baker. Then after that, Bloodline, and Sami, you guys remember the last time they was in Toronto or Canada for Elimination Chamber was only 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Him versus Roman Reigns.
Only, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I feel like WWE would be not far-fetched, and they owe Sami the favor to get him a win in his home country. After that,
It's
Roman
also
Reigns,
KO's country too.
Through that, hey, you ain't wrong there, but Sami put over Roman that day like nobody else. It's so over. So KO, all love to KO, but I got Sami Zayn. We'll see though.
I'm picking Kevin Owens because we know this rivalry here between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens since ROH days to NXT to now the main roster. They've been on and off the entire time, but I feel like this rival should end at WrestleMania. So I feel like Kevin Owens as a bad guy at the moment wins here, and then they move on to WrestleMania to settle the beef there. I think it should be showcased at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be
Word.
over. I think like even after this pay-per-view, they're going to probably run it back at WrestleMania. Hopefully, we get WrestleMania in Toronto, my hometown.
No.
You know, and I feel like
Can I-
that's where the
Yeah,
feud
Khabii from
ends.
Toronto.
Can I
Yeah.
interject something to what
Sure.
you said, Abrar?
Mhm.
I love you, but I respectfully disagree with you because I feel like when it comes to a rivalry, I feel like when it comes to professional wrestling in general and WWE, feuds are never over. Like, think about it this way: like Rock Austin, people are still talking about it, and I heard at WrestleMania, Steve Austin was originally supposed to be the one, running out instead
Right.
of Undertaker popping up. So,
Hmm.
I mean, if you don't want to take my word on that one, I mean, think about this one, Austin McMahon. I mean, like back when he was still in WWE and making appearances sporadically, Vince McMahon, he got
That's true.
stunnered by Vince McMahon for the last like damn near 20 years. So, it's almost
true.
like this whole. It's not over. It's never over in WWE until like one of them is 6 feet under. So
No, yeah, I understand that. I guess they'll always keep fighting, but I'm still
fight
picking
forever.
Fight,
Fight
yeah.
forever.
KO right there, Kevin Owens.
Yep.
All right, so we have 3 of Kevin Owens and 1 Sami Zayn. The next match we have is a tag team match. It is, of course, Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. I feel like this feud feel like they just made it on the spot within the last 3 weeks or so. Jake, what do you have here?
I gotta be loyal to my Canadians since the state I'm in is just below Canada. So I'd say Team Trish all the way.
Mm.
Oh shoot! Oh yeah, you're right. Michigan. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going with Trish too. I'm going with Trish too.
All right. What about you,
No
Khabii?
wild card this round, Sach?
No wild
I
card
think
this round, baby.
it's gotta be
No wild card.
it's gotta be Trishy time. It's gotta be Trishy time. I don't think I don't think they're gonna bring Trish to Toronto just to lose. I don't know. I don't think they'll allow that.
It's Trishy time. Yeah.
Uh,
The
Shout out
question
to
is
Tiffany.
the question is
You're gonna lose to Charlotte, Tiffany.
that's true. The question is, should all Canadians win their matches in Canada? I mean, maybe Nia Jax should win,
Good point.
but
Yeah.
I'm gonna contradict
You're
myself.
gonna
I am
struggle.
also picking Tiffy time as well. I don't see them losing.
I think what's gonna happen is that might lead to like tension between Naya and Candice to split. You cost us the match.
Right.
And then one's gonna turn on the other and then boom.
Yeah, that could that could happen. Because
Anything's
Tiffany was part of
possible.
that group. But okay, well, we're all deciding on Tiffy and Trishy time here. This matchup. All right.
Yes, sir.
I don't know which gonna come first, but I feel like this will come first. It is the women's elimination chamber match, and it is whoever wins here will face Rhea Ripley. Is that right? Rhea Ripley? Yes.
Or
it is Rhea Ripley.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
It has in the chamber Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Bailey, Naomi, and Roxanne Perez. Jake, what do you have here?
Ooh. Might have to think on that one a little bit. So
It's a tough call.
It is a tough call.
So I gotta think on it.
Can really go any way.
Yeah. Of course, I do want to mention that Bianca and Naomi lost their tag team titles this past week on Raw to Liv and what's her
Raquel.
face? Raquel.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be a factor into this matchup here. Maybe that would even it out.
I'm thinking Liv for sure.
Okay. Liv. So you want to see a Liv versus Rhea match again at WrestleMania?
Yeah. You know what's crazy, and I talked about this on the last podcast I was on tonight, the previous one, Clang and Bang Sports. Ryan agreed with me on this, and like we were in agreement that what Liv has been up to. She's been on such a roll. There's no way she's not going to get past that. Pay-per-view without winning, because she won so much. She's been on such a winning streak. Plus, she has no homo. She has Dom. So I mean, if that doesn't tell you she's winning enough, I mean, like I don't know what will.
Yeah,
Like,
she's got the number advantage with the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
yeah.
Plus, she has the most history with
Yeah.
Rhea, so
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
even
why
date
not
back
just end it
to.
off at WrestleMania? I totally agree with you, Jake. Like, just
It doesn't
at the grand finale.
date. It doesn't date back to Judgment Day. It dates back so much further than that. So it's definitely keep that history alive.
I feel like people might be tired of that that storyline between Rhea
Just like
and
Rock
Liv.
would say, it doesn't matter what people think.
There we go.
Yeah.
they might even
Rock.
pull a swerve. They might even pull a swerve. I think they might even, just like how they did the men's rumble, giving it to Jay and like nobody expected it. It could possibly be Roxanne.
It could be Roxanne Perez, the NXT longest NXT Women's Champion, I believe. She is a dark horse for sure.
But I think Liv makes the most sense, like you guys said.
The show.
Yeah, no doubt, Liv. But like, there's another dark horse. What's her name?
Alexa.
Yeah, Alexa.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
hasn't been on TV in a minute, so of course,
she-
it might be a little hard to remember.
She's
Yeah,
always a
she just
factor.
came back.
She came back at the Rumble, yeah.
Yeah. It could be anybody, to be honest. It could be Liv. I'm thinking Bianca. I'm just gonna give Bianca her chance at WrestleMania versus Rhea.
Okay,
That's
so
just
you're,
my
so
pick.
you're
Chance
saying
to
the two
shine.
cover stars of
That's a
2K24.
good
That's a
pick.
good one, bro. That's a good one.
Yeah. I'm looking at the
Yeah.
roster here. I'm looking at these guys here. I feel like Bianca and Rhea can pull it off at WrestleMania.
They got that NXT history, so
Yes.
They got
Yeah.
that vibe too. Like,
yeah. My
know,
thing is, are we gonna see a returning Jade get involved in this?
She has to return. They've been teasing it.
Yeah.
Cargill, yeah. I mean, prayers up for
Cargill.
her recovery for sure.
Who attacked Jade? You guys think?
Naomi?
It's got to be Naomi.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Is
funny.
she trying
that
to
you
go
said that.
back to her bad character, her beautiful and
I
dangerous
think
character
Naomi
from
took her
10
out
years
to
ago?
take her spot.
But you know what I'm talking about, though, right, guys? Because I know it was a little bit forgotten when they had that faction called Beautiful and Dangerous Team Bad.
Right.
Yes.
That's probably
Yeah.
what they're trying to bring back, but Papa H is trying to make a much more different and more beautiful turn.
You guys are thinking Naomi. I'm thinking Bianca. I feel like she did it. I feel like she's like, hey, I'm the toughest, strongest, whatever. And Jade is taking
We
over
just
her
gotta
spot.
wait and see. We gotta wait and see.
You might be
Pretty
onto something
basketball
because
and
when she got laid out, if you guys remember clearly, Bianca clearly said it doesn't even matter. Before she had her match, she said it doesn't even matter. So that makes me think that she had something to do with it. But Bianca could be a fair pick because if they turn her heel, imagine if she reunited with the Street Profits, who are already heels.
Wow.
They would be a dominant force.
Also, shout out to Street Profits. They've been a tag team for like the longest time, and they have not gotten a lot of gold. So hopefully this will come around for them.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I
Prayers
thought
up.
we should give a Bobby Lashley, but I see good old Bobby in AEW, my army brother. Shout out Bobby Lashley.
The Her Syndicate.
Yeah.
Hurt Syndicate. We hurt people.
Oh yes. I'm picking.
people.
I'm picking Bianca. Jake, you said you're picking Liv. Sasha, you said you're picking. You said Liv as well.
Alexa. I said Alexa.
Alexa,
Yeah,
okay. And Khabii, what about you?
Live.
Liv, okay. There it is. And now our main event, probably the hardest one to pick here. It is the men's Elimination Chamber match. has John Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Damon Priest, and Seth freaking Rollins. Jake, who do you have here?
Who could it be?
Could it be
Who
who will
better?
face Cody?
Don't
Who will
say it,
face
don't
Cody
say it.
Rhodes?
Hang on.
I
Let me
thought
finish.
he's gonna say
Let
the
me
joke.
finish.
He's gonna do the joke. He's gonna do the joke.
Let me
Alright, hold on,
finish.
hold on.
Who can it be than the guy that we all can't see?
Hey,
You think
So,
it's his time?
yeah. Well, and also I'm gonna throw in a wild card here along with this. So you remember how this past SmackDown, Rock basically said, "Cody, I want your soul."
Yeah.
You know. So I feel like Rock being the final boss, he's gonna try to insert himself in the chamber match, but he'll probably have to explain on the next show, either Raw or SmackDown, trying to say, "Oh, whoops, I didn't mean that," kind of situation. Like, the kid that got caught, putting his hand in the cookie jar when he wasn't supposed to. So I almost feel like, like everybody else here Rock might have a lot of explaining to do because he tried to do an underhanded tactic. But whatever happens there, I know for a fact Cena's going to win.
good points. Good points there, Jake.
What about you,
Thank you.
Sasha?
I would say, I would say also Cena, but I think it could also lead to a triple threat with Cena, Rock, and Cody Rhodes. I think they could swerve us here. That's an option. I doubt it, but you never
I
know
can't
with
argue with
WWE.
it.
You
I
never
can't
know with
argue with it.
WWE. So,
And with Papa H.
yep. Just like last year, remember that we all thought it was gonna be Rock and
Rock
Roman,
and Roman.
and then we ended up getting a tag team match no one even knew about that nobody predicted. So, as far as the others too, I want to just say this real quick. I honestly think it's gonna be CM Punk, Logan Paul at WrestleMania, and Roman
Oh, yeah.
versus Seth. And so those two are out of the way, right? So that means that has to be Cena and Cody and Rock now, because Roman and Seth, CM Punk, Logan Paul, those guys are all on their own. And who else we have? Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. They don't really fit in with the Cody storyline right now. Drew McIntyre would be cool, but I think Drew McIntyre, like we know, he lost a lot of momentum since he lost to Punk. So I think they're gonna do Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest in like a mini feud or something, or like get them involved in the battle royal or something like that. No disrespect to them; those guys deserve way more, but something like that. And then honestly, to get Cena and Cody, I think it's predictable. A lot of people predict it, but also predictable is not bad. Like it's not always bad.
All right,
But yeah,
interesting. What about you, Khabii?
I'm really torn between Cena and Punk, but like you guys, like we saw, what was it, Monday? We saw Logan and Punk have that, back and forth. So maybe it's Cena's time. But going back to what Jake was saying about what was it, Rock's situation, so, like inserting himself into the chamber. I honestly thought that he was gonna pull that at Royal Rumble, like entering at number 31.
That's what I thought. And I
oh
heard
my
Logan
god,
Paul speculated that as well.
Because like, how much power does The Rock have when it comes to WWE?
Oh, he's the final boss, as he
There's
says.
no,
it's the million
yeah,
dollar
well,
question, brother.
Yeah,
there's
because
no,
I honestly thought he was gonna enter himself as number 31.
listen, there's no definitive answer on how powerful he is. I feel like his power within not only WWE, but in Hollywood, it far supersedes what we can ever imagine. So I just think it's like definitely a mystery, but we know the power is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't put it into words. Like, it's remarkable amount of power.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are saying Cena for the most part.
Yeah.
I am thinking CM Punk. Here's why.
Punky poo.
Okay, okay. You gotta tell us a good reason. Give me a good reason, oh please.
So we forgot about the what was it? He made a was it not a truce, but it was he made a deal with Paul Heyman about something,
Yeah.
and so I feel like the way The Rock is trying to get Cody's soul, I feel like CM Punk will be on The Rock's side as he won a main event WrestleMania. In that way, something like that. Oh, the favor. Yeah, that was called the favor. So maybe, so
Basically, an IOU,
Yeah, I owe you a favor.
I will favor, and
or you owe me.
yes, so The Rock will owe CM Punk a favor of him main eventing at WrestleMania against Cody Rhodes. But for the John Cena aspect, I feel like he's not supposed to win
Yeah, let's
a
really
championship
dig
yet.
into John Cena here.
Yeah, I don't feel like he will win a championship yet. I feel like he will win because he's on his farewell tour. So I feel like he will win the title on his last match in December. In December. So I feel like John Cena should win here, but I'm feeling CM Punk.
If Cena wins, does he retire the belt?
He has to. This
Yeah.
is his last time.
I won't be
Or
mad
does
if
he
it
drop it
happens.
later?
I'll be
Does he
okay
drop
with
it?
it.
He'll
Let's get
He
deep
will-
into the Cena thing real quick though.
He'll probably wait in the middle of the ring and just walk out.
We have to give him his respect. This is his last year. You know, like what do you guys think is the plan? What's your prediction? You guys plan for John Cena after WrestleMania? Like any wild prediction?
he'll have to work for his title match, which is towards the end of his farewell tour. That's what I'm thinking.
Because he's so that hustle to respect vibe. He's gonna go out like an honorable
Like a
boss
champion.
with a zero vibe.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Like honorable
I
champion.
can rock with that. Khabii.
What about you, Khabii? What do you think? How should John Cena roll out?
I honestly like had this theory, like if he does win a belt, like he like lays it out in the ring, takes off his wristbands, and leaves the shirt, does his thing, and just walks out. If he does win a belt,
Yeah, I can see that.
She's in the Undertaker vibe, 2017
yeah.
WrestleMania 33 vibe. Interesting. Now,
Like
because
I
I
said, when it
actually,
comes to
I'm
this
very
match, I'm
interested.
torn between Punk and Cena.
Yeah. I don't see. Okay, I can see Seth, but I think we already seen that before. If you want to see something new, it's either John Cena or CM Punk for
What would Roman
Cody.
do with his Seth, though? That's what I'm saying, you know?
That is true. What is Roman doing? I feel like Roman should face
and I
Rock.
know Roman,
I think it's Roman versus Seth at Mania.
there's got to be
Double
Roman and Seth,
stomp
right?
at the Rumble. He needs to get
Yeah,
even
so
with that.
he needs to get his get back.
That's good, right,
His
man.
receipts.
Indeed.
The thing is,
It's good
Solo's
for
in the
that.
way. I don't know what's going on with that.
Taking it off.
Yeah.
One of the best theme songs in modern day wrestling, I tell you.
Shout out to Solo, my island brother. Yo, I think it's gonna be Solo and Jacob Fatu though. Gotta be.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
it's gonna be Jacob versus Solo given.
That needs to happen.
It's
Yeah, that can happen. And then, yeah, Rock versus Roman. I don't know if it will be this WrestleMania. I mean, I think it's too soon to tell because it's in 2 months or so in April. So we'll see. So I'm picking CM Punk. You guys are picking Cena. Khabii, you said you're still confused between Cena and Punk here.
Yeah, it's very difficult, but like after Monday, like seeing Logan and Punk going at it, I'm leaning more towards Cena.
Mm.
man. Papa H gave us that cliffhanger. We're like, he
Yeah.
got us thinking. He got us thinking for real now. I like this though. I like this. Great for the business. Now I gotta say, and I know I can speak for Jake as well. The kid, me and Jake are training to be pro wrestlers very soon, starting.
Yeah.
But like I
Yep.
can speak for him as well. I would like to say, when it comes to Cena and Punk, our childhood heroes, we're like very. We just want to see it as like we start as we were kids. You know what I mean? We don't even want to like predict too much, hate on it. We just want to let them do their work, do their magic. and just
Yeah.
enjoy the ride. Just enjoy the ride.
Yeah, as The Rock says.
Oh yeah.
I would not even want to beef with John Cena or CM Punk. Wrestling. I would just be like, respect to you guys. You guys are the older generation, and like,
Respect your elders, as
Mhm.
they'll say.
yeah,
I feel like John Cena's last opponent towards the end of the year should be Randy Orton.
I was just about to say that.
bro. Randy
With the history they
Orton.
Yeah,
What is he gonna
because
do at WrestleMania?
WrestleMania, I have no idea.
He could be a
Because
wild card.
so who are John Cena's biggest rivals? It was Edge, it was Triple H, it was Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Who else? It was I think that's pretty much it.
I think you nailed it.
Truth? No, I'm joking.
Archer, no. I mean that's his childhood hero, right? Oh, I can see
childhood
that.
hero.
I want to see that. Actually, I want to see that. I want to see John Cena versus R-Truth WrestleMania. Book it right now.
His childhood
Cena-
hero.
Punk was one of his biggest rivals.
Yeah, Punk. Yes. Also, I'm missing
Roman
Punk. Yeah,
Roman Reigns.
Oh,
Orton.
him
Brock
too.
Lesnar? Are we gonna forget about
Brock.
Brock Lesnar now, guys?
Brock, yeah, but what are the chances? How are the chances of him coming back? Like, I almost see it as slim. A little bit.
1% chance.
Yeah, slim.
Very thin.
It'd be crazy if we see him.
Somebody said there's a bigger chance of Edge wrestling John Cena at AEW WWE collab than Brock Lesnar and John Cena. That's
Man,
funny, bro.
that's a little too much.
Ouch.
I don't know, but okay. But we are picking here either Cena or Punk, and that is the WWE Elimination Chamber predictions. But before we close this out, let me talk to you guys. Khabii, where can they find you, man?
You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, under Khabii 416.
Sounds great. And Jake, what about you, man?
I will put it the same way as I put it on my last podcast I was on with Claim Bang Sports. People will say, "Oh, this social media is this social media is that, it's this, it's that." No, not me. All my socials are at Real Jake Prince. If you see anybody else with an underscore or whatever, just know it's not me. So hopefully soon I'll get verified. But yeah, my socials, all of them, X, Insta, Snap, whatever the hell else is out there, chances are it's at Real Jake Prince. That's me. So I'll see you there.
There we go. And Sach, how about you, man?
Yes, sir. I gotta say the same as Jake. All my socials are at Prince_Sach, SACH Truth 50. Instagram Prince_Sach 50. TikTok Prince_Sach 50. As far as my X, I will be growing it as soon as possible with wrestling content, training, martial arts. Please support me. I would love for you guys to support me going into House of Glory later this year and support Jake as well. My YouTube channel is also Prince50 on all platforms, just to reiterate. And yeah, guys, I will be tightening up my social media profile very soon with this progression. So yeah, and yeah, just like that, just like Jake said, social media is key. And we appreciate everyone for following us and supporting us. We do the same to you guys. Let's all grow together.
For sure, man. And of course, you can follow this podcast where you're listening to it now. It's Spotify. I'm on Apple Podcasts. I'm on iHeartRadio. I'm on YouTube. I'm also on TikTok, Instagram, at Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. And for that, we'll see you at WrestleMania.
See you on the road to WrestleMania.
See you.
WrestleMania.
Laters.
Later, guys. Peace.
Peace.